Hello again. It's this week we're talking, and these days we're talking about the goodness of God. And right at the very beginning of the Bible, God said, "Let there be light." In the creation of the world, He said, "Let there be light." And when He saw it, He said, "That's very good," because that was His nature. The very nature of God was coming out in creation. And in all that He does, God is good, even in the things that we look at and understand as difficult and challenging, yet we know the goodness of God. In fact, the psalmist often said, God is good, and the goodness of God is here. And in fact, when we as Christians follow Him, the psalmist ended up in a psalm that you would know really well, Psalm 23. He says, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life." That's God's goodness. His very character, His very nature, just as He is love, just as He is light, so He is good. And so, when we become Christians and followers of Jesus, His Spirit comes into us and lives in us. And one of the gifts of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, and goodness. So the goodness of God is for us today and in us and flowing out. And so we want to encourage you today to understand and know the goodness of God, even in the most challenging of times. And you say, well, things are very difficult and things are chaotic, and why all the trouble if God is good? Well, He didn't make us robots. He made us people who had that free will to choose to do what is good and to do what is wrong and evil. And so today, we want you to join with us in choosing to know the goodness of God, allowing the goodness of God to flow through you, and that goodness to be shared in your community, in your family, wherever you go in these days. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. We'll see you soon.